Alright, it is September the 12th. I figured out of respect I'd wait to do this video on the 12th rather than the 11th because I don't want to capitalize on that day for views or whatever. So I figure a day after the actual event would be the best time to do this out of respect. Because I don't want to be one of those greedy YouTubers that's got to be like, oh, I got to capitalize on humans being killed and Twin Towers being destroyed for views because I am so greedy and narcissistic. No, I don't roll like that. Anyways, this is a actual testimony of mine of memory and so on and so forth. And it's not for views. It's not to be greedy. It's just something that I figured I'd just post because every year goes by and it's this one memory just always comes around every time, and it's the first time that it happened, the actual event, the day thereof, September 11th, 2001. I actually remember that day even though I was incredibly young. So here's the meme that really got me to do this video. So as you can tell, 18 years ago. See, so I'm 27, so again, I was pretty damn young. 9 years old. 9. Anyways, 18 years ago, 3,000 plus people would be spending their last night with their family. And I'm just like, wow. So it got me thinking, way back when this originally happened, I also remember it mainly because of my teacher's reaction more than anything, because I was too young to really understand what was going on. No one was really telling me anything. So I walked into the classroom and my teacher, who was Miss Boss, and while her last name Boss is kind of misleading because she was actually one of the sweetest, kindest, nicest teachers I think I've ever met in my life. She was crying really hard and she, really emotional and things like that, and that moment in time is just kind of stuck in my head memory-wise, and I just can't forget and cannot get the memory and imagery of walking into class and a few minutes later hearing and seeing Miss Boss, which was my Northport, Michigan teacher at that time, crying, and how I wanted to make her feel better and not knowing why she was crying and all that, wondering why she was, and later on going home and finding out it was because of the 9/11 incident. And so, that's why it's kind of stuck in my head because, even being that young, just the reaction out of the adults at that time was so powerful and so, vivid to this day. Just kind of shows you that even if it didn't directly affect you or you were just there for the reactions, that those can really stay in your mind. And so again, even though you weren't directly affected, like you weren't a part of the 3,000 families that were involved in that, it can still be pretty memorable in regards to just reactions of others and how it just stays in your mind like that. And so it, again, kind of just one of those things where it really makes you think and appreciate and have gratefulness for what you got and how you are able to go on and live another day, whereas these 3,000 plus individuals were not able to. And so I just wanted to give a little testimony on that, and I hope that the families involved, while they will never fully recover or forget, that I do hope they're at least tolerating it and handling it better, and that hopefully they will feel better over time as time goes on.